Welcome to Vintage Variety. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some jewelry that I purchased. They came from two different stores and I had forgotten all about them. I had set them to the side and now I have relocated them or refound them, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys two separate jewelry hauls. One came from a thrift store and the other one I purchased at an antique store. And there is a funny story behind both of these jewelry hauls. One of them I had purchased months ago and I misplaced it. When I got ready to do content on it, I could not find it anywhere. And the other one, it's the same story. I also misplaced it. So it may be old age working on me, guys, or it just may be that I need to be a little bit better organized, because once I started going back through all of my jewelry, I located both hauls still in their original bags that I purchased them in. I had myself a really good laugh about this. It's good to laugh at yourself every so often. So this first haul came from a thrift store, and it's a thrift store that I don't usually shop in for jewelry. I do go in there occasionally, but not to look for jewelry, to look for other things, mainly because they never really have a good jewelry selection. Not to say that I've never found a couple of pieces there, because I have, but usually it's just nothing that anybody would want to buy. So imagine how pleasantly surprised I was when I went into this thrift store to look around for some other things and noticed that they had some pretty good items in their jewelry case. It just goes to show you never know until you go and take a good look. I'm going to start with these two beautiful mosaic pendants. I was kind of surprised that there were two of these in the case and they are identical. My guess is that perhaps the same person donated both of them, because that is quite a coincidence. Now, these are marked on the back. They are marked Italy. Turn it around so you guys can get a good look at it. They do need a bit of a cleaning, but other than that, they're in excellent condition. If you aren't familiar with this type of jewelry, these little pictures on the front of the jewelry are made using small pieces of glass. The pieces of glass are laid in here to form a picture, and in this case, it is forming a picture of beautiful flowers. Because they had two of them, I decided to go ahead and get them both. As I've already mentioned, I don't have a lot of jewelry like this in my collection, and I thought, you know what, I can always keep one and sell the other one, or maybe even gift the other one. All I have to do is add a chain to them, but I thought these are really nice, and this was a really good find. Another necklace pendant that I decided to choose from that case is this one. Now, this beautiful line on the front of this represents the zodiac sign for Leo. And I'm not a Leo, but I don't think that that has to be your birth sign to wear something as spectacular as this. This is a really nice sized pendant, and I love how they've done that copper colored enameling behind the lion. On the back, it has the dates for the Leo birth sign, which is from July on into August. Wouldn't this look absolutely stunning on a thick gold chain, maybe layered with some amber beads or even some amber colored beads? I thought that this was a stunner, so I decided to go ahead and get this one also. I also decided to purchase this beautiful little brooch out of the case. This is a carved celluloid brooch attached to a wooden base. Now, it does look kind of like coral, and often they would use celluloid in this color to give it that coral look. But this is celluloid. I did check to make sure. And it's mounted on this beautiful piece of wood. You can see on the back that the pin is just glued onto it. There are a lot of vintage brooches that were made this way. Sometimes they will be cameos. In fact, I have quite a few similar to this in my personal collection, but I just thought it was adorable, so I decided to go ahead and purchase this one also. Another necklace pendant that I found in the case is this one, and this is actually a locket. Isn't that beautiful? I love the filigree design that's all around the edges of it. And then it has this beautiful piece of transfer wear in the center. Here is a good look at the inside of this. So a picture would just be popped in here. And I always like to check lockets when I buy them because sometimes they will have an old picture inside of them. This is in really good condition. You will notice some buildup around the edges, so it does need a good cleaning. And one thing that I always stress to people that are new to collecting, whether it is vintage jewelry or fine jewelry, put your jewelry on last. Wait until after you've gotten dressed, put your perfume, hairspray, makeup on, let all of that dry, and then put your jewelry on, because over time, all of those things can build up on your pieces of jewelry and it can do some damage. Our jewelry gets sturdy regardless, just from sweat and body oils, so it's a good idea to clean your jewelry every so often, even if you're just wiping it down with a jewelry cleaning cloth. I believe that this piece is going to clean up very well, and once I get it cleaned, I think it's going to be a really beautiful locket. This cute little bow brooch is probably not all that vintage at all, but I thought it was absolutely adorable. This is trying to look like damascene, but it's not. But it really is an eye catcher. So when I saw this in the case, I looked at it and I thought, why not? I'll just go ahead and add this to my purchases because this was something that I really did like. And if you watch me regularly, you know that often I like to take a brooch and attach it to a string of faux pearls or beads or even to a chain and wear it like a pendant. Imagine how pretty this would look attached to a string of lucite beads or pearls. I think it would look absolutely stunning. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. The last item I decided to choose out of the case from that thrift store is this really cool looking cuff bracelet. I just really like the design of this. It looks like vines. See how it has that scroll look to it? And this is a really nice bracelet, guys. Often when I've ran across bracelets like this, they're just really cheap and flimsy. Well, this one isn't. This one is really solid. Once I looked at it and saw how well made it was, I decided I was going to get it. And you can see on the inside near the ends where they've reinforced this bracelet. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about there. It's like it has an extra layer. So this is a sturdy bracelet. I like this type of bracelet because they'll usually fit just about anybody. You can see how well this fits me, and I could probably even tighten it up a little bit if I wanted to. This is a small jewelry haul. This came from the antique store where I purchased the jewelry jars. If you guys didn't see that content, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below this video. I had originally planned to show these items when I was showing you the 2 jewelry jars that I bought in that content. But when I started looking around, I didn't see it anywhere. It just so happens that I had laid it down and I had laid a notebook on top of it, and I found it later on. And you know what? That's fine. I'll just show it to you today. I didn't buy a whole lot at that store other than the jewelry jars, but these are a few pieces that I did pick up. Look at these beautiful earrings. I think these are just fabulous. They have real stones set into the top of them. Isn't that pretty? Looks like lapis, and you can see these are pierced. I don't see any markings on them, so my guess is that these aren't sterling, but I will test them just to be sure. Either way, I thought these were really pretty, and the price on them wasn't too bad. This is another pair of earrings that caught my eye in the antique store, and I decided to go ahead and pick them up also. I like the ribbon design with the pearl dangling from the bottom of it, and this has tiny rhinestones set into it. They're in really good condition. I'm pretty sure I had checked these and these were signed. I'm going to take these old backs off and throw them away. Usually when I purchase earrings, I put new backs on them. But they do have a marking on them. Let me see if I can zoom in on that and get it turned around so you guys can see. So these are by Carol Lee. And Carol Lee made a lot of really nice jewelry. These are really pretty little statement earrings. And they were, as I said, a decent price. And I decided to go ahead and pick these up. This is the last piece, and they did not charge me very much for this at all. It had a really low price on it. Now, it does have a little bit of damage. It needs some repairs here and there, and most likely some cleaning. But look at these gorgeous beads. They do look like glass beads, but they aren't. These are clear lucite beads, and I just love clear lucite jewelry. It always has that glass look. Now you can see on the end here, they've put a piece of wire on the end. I guess it's jewelry wire, because it is missing a piece there that this hooks into. It has a shepherd's hook, and this is marked. I didn't notice that before. I'll see if I can turn it around and we'll zoom in on it and see what it says. I don't know if you guys can read that. It's very faint. I did look at it through the loop, and this is Western Germany. The only other thing that I noticed about this necklace, and I'm going to try to get it on camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. On the inside of this bead here, you can see that green. I'm not positive, but I believe that may be some verdigris. So this necklace is going to need a very good cleaning. I'll add a jump ring onto the end for the shepherd's hook to go through. And this little necklace will be as good as new. Thank you for visiting my channel and taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on more content about collecting vintage and antique items. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.